Good morning, it's me here, Dino. It's Wednesday 29th of March. I want to talk about Conte going, obviously, first of all. I thought I'd leave it a couple of days because loads of people are posting about it, and I wanted to let it flow a little bit and try and sort of digest it and think about how I was going to come, what angle I was going to come from. I feel let down overall because there's a lot of hope and a lot of things are said about him coming as a winner and all this sort of stuff. I personally think that he hasn't impressed me as a manager. Now, that's just my own opinion, obviously. I believe a good manager can change things at the right times. I don't think he has at all. I think his use of players like Danjuma and Jed Spence is just like a sport child. He obviously didn't choose those players, but a good manager to me takes those players, because they're obviously talented players, and tries to work with them or try and find a place for them in the squad. The problem I found is that he was picking players on blind loyalty sometimes. Players that were completely out of form, obviously out of form. Everyone in the stadium can see it, and yet they kept picking them game after game after game. And I don't think that's going to help the player. I think that's just going to make them feel worse, because obviously they can hear the crowd getting on their back. They just need to be taken out the firing line for a little while, like we saw with Sonny. Sonny is one of them, to be fair. When he was taken off, he come on, he was felt invigorated. Scores a hat-trick, scores another goal and another one when he come in. That's just one of the aspects. His rigid formation, he will change it if he absolutely has to at the end of a game, but really does anything change, because the players are so used to playing that bad formation, or his rigid formation, that they can't adapt quick enough in a game for the last 10 minutes of a game. You can't expect that from them. I also believe that a good manager, and a great manager, should I say, improves players. There is not one player in that squad that I'd honestly say has been improved by him. Not one. If anything, the better players have lost form. Last season, yes, you can say that Kulusevski and Bentancur come in, and, well, let's face it, they transformed at the end of our season. Without them, I can't see us finishing in fourth. And, of course, the scum having a collapse at the end of the season, which helped. So he wouldn't have got fourth if that hadn't happened to Arsenal, to be fair. But every other player, I believe, has gone down. Namely, and even players that he's brought in, Perisic, I think has been absolute dross. He's done a couple of good crosses and some assists, but really, I'm watching him every week, and his touch is terrible. His positional play is terrible. Yes, I mean, as a whole, I am personally glad he's gone. I'll put my hands up and have to say that. I'm glad he's gone. It's time to move on. I know, don't get me wrong, because I know other people are going to say it's Levy, it's picking a different way of playing, that sort of stuff. And I completely get that. But we're not going to get rid of Levy or Enoch very soon. So, and as fans, we need to feel a bit happy about watching Tottenham, if you know what I mean. Because this season, the football has been so terrible. There's been times in the games when I've been over there, and I'm just looking at my phone. I'm looking around the crowd. I'm just looking for things to try and entertain me, because it's so bad. And when we have won, it's usually, we've had sort of, the other team's 75% of the game, they've been on top, and we've just nicked a goal, or we've had a cut of 10 minutes on top, and the superstar that is Harry Kane wins the game for us usually. See, again, I'm personally glad he's gone. In terms of who's coming now, obviously with the with Mason and Stellini's coming in to caretake for the rest of the season, I'm still not sure about that. I think, of course I don't know, I understand why. I think potentially the managers that they want to take over, they'll get a better deal with them if they wait till the summer. I hear that, like, Poch has been away on holiday, coming back, but he's a crowd favourite, and I won't lie, I would love him to come back. Really would love him to come back. But I would love them to give him a long contract, 5-year contract when he signs in. So we've literally got him to make sure that he can now finish the project that he started. He's obviously got to start it virtually again anyway, and that's if he's got Kane to stay. I personally think he's the only reason, if he come in, that we'd get Kane to stay. Another big pot plus. And the players that he brings on and improves is just unbelievable. We've obviously got Nagelsmann, who's the other guy that I'd like to come in. But I hear, this is not fact, it's just what I hear from other YouTubers and things that I've heard through talk and that of people, is that he may have a contract still with Bayern Munich. That means that if he goes before the end of the season, then Spurs have to pay a severance fee or a fee to Bayern Munich for that. I'm not sure that's true, but it would make sense now if Spurs are lining him up, which is why they've put Mason and Stellini in charge for the interim time. But yeah, again, I'm excited to see who we get in next. Hopefully, he's going to be a project manager and not a win instantly like we ever do anyway. That's obviously not working for us. We need a project manager. Let's just bring the youth through and sign some players and get a manager that can actually improve players and coach them and change formation and attacking play, attack from the front, defend from the front, that's what I want. That was the best years under Poch, which is another reason why I want Poch to come back. If we can try and get back to that, it'd be brilliant. Other things to talk about is obviously the Levy leaving situation. I know everyone wants him to go. I want him to go. And I want to sort of clarify how I feel about the situation with him. Is that I think that if we could keep him as a business manager, bang on. And he's bang on. The club is... I read something, I saw something, it's the only club that's made money. So you can't say he's bad at it. It's just the football side is absolutely horrendous. Flipping and changing from different styles, and it's either project manager or it's a win now manager, which we don't win, so it's a total failure. He's complete ineptitude of contact with the crowd and the fans, like keeping contact and letting us know what's going on. Nothing. We hear nothing from him at all, which I think is awful. We're just literally hoping, we never know when a decision can make, what he's thinking. It'd be nice to know that he's trying to fault, so that we can sort of understand where he's going a little bit. If he does make a mistake, then we think, well, he was thinking that, so we can understand why it didn't happen for him. But we don't need to hear anything. All we just see is all these mistakes he keeps making. And so anyway, yeah, I mean, what the decision to go with obviously with Stellini and Mason, in my mind, I'm not excited about it, but let's just get behind them. I know I'm going to be getting behind them now, because I think, although some people think, oh, finishing fourth does nothing but give Levy money, I am one of those believers as well, to be fair. But what I also think is, if we can get fourth, it will give us the biggest chance to attract the manager we want. And when I say that, well, I know I want. I've made that clear. But it also, if Nagelsmann is the guy to come in, I'm sure he's going to be more attracted to us if we've got Champions League football next season. And also with the extra money that's coming in, hopefully, God, whoever signs the next contract has got to have something in there, if it's possible, that they're going to be backed a little bit more. I mean, to be fair, everyone keeps saying about how many millions were spent on Conte, but how many were his signings? No one knows. There's a few that was his, but to be fair, most of them were free signings anyway. It's like on loan with a chance to buy, option to buy, sorry. So, did they spend a lot of money? Richarlison, which right from the beginning I didn't really want him, never wanted him. He tries hard, he's a great character around the club, so I hear. But if we want a great character, we can go and get a clown to entertain everyone. We want someone that's going to come in, score a goal, potentially push Kane, if that's possible, and Sonny. Yeah, well, you see, I'm feeling frustrated. More for the lack of news that's coming out of the club. It's just we get like a free line or a couple of paragraphs from the club, and it's just patronising generic rubbish that means nothing. But yeah, like I say, I mean, I'll be still going over there, supporting the boys, just to try and get us through it, hopefully to finish fourth. It's heartbreaking to know how well Arsenal are doing. It's making it even worse for the rest of us, isn't it? For us lot. But yeah, I'm not sure how I think I'm going to turn his social media off when if they do win the title. I'm not sure I can stand it. My Arsenal mates are just going to be absolutely unbearable. So, but anyway, guys, yeah, let me know what you think. It'd be nice to get some likes, subscribe to the channel, please. Like I say, we're up and coming, starting now. I'm going to be live streaming during this week with a few people. Just try and get my face known a little bit, and hopefully you'll get to know me, and yeah, you'll like what we start posting out. So, like, subscribe, please, and have a good day, and come on, you Spurs.